Is someone ready for a WALK? Oh no! Good morning, ladies and babies. Hello. Don't you come up and say hello. Babe. I not got nothing. Oh my goodness, she just wanted a head scratch. I was worried that she was going to headbutt me. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Look. Hello. Oh. Oh my goodness, they're so friendly. She's like, oh, that's the spot. I kind of want to go, but that is the spot. You have got the spot there, monsieur. Bye. You ready? Come on then. In you come. Come, Potty. Oh, is it stinging nettle? Oh, he doesn't like the stinging nettles. He got it on his bottom. Wow, I cannot believe that this is the same wisteria that we planted 4 years ago in lockdown. It is so abundant, and this is one of those wisterias that I bought knowing nothing about wisteria, and it had no flowers on it, so I had no idea if it would flower, and it didn't flower the first year, and I don't believe it flowered the second year, but on the third year we were given some beautiful flowers. And this is the window outside of the wisteria room at the moment. Lots of catmint coming up. We've also got some alliums coming up too. The tulips have just gone over, but these beautiful blooms, oh my gosh. And when you come round the corner, ta-da, the green garden. Our topiaries have absolutely sprouted and are no longer orange. Our vines are also sprouting, which is lovely, by our champagne trough, with some gorgeous tulips looking so beautiful. Look at that. But this is the garden. Cow parsley's up. What a difference a week makes. My outfit for the dog walk. I've got a blue cotton shirt on, M&M cashmere green jumper, white company trousers, mountain horse boots, and I did have my barber on, but it did get very warm. I also have a hair mask in my hair that I need to wash out. Someone's being very naughty, helping himself to a snack on the way to the wash bay. Careful, slippy slops. Someone's having a bath. Not me. You will do in a minute. Should I go around the other side? Yeah. Where's the frothy stuff, the soap?
Just a big bit. Just a big boy.
A big bit for a big boy. Good boy. Come on, some hole cleaner at your service. He's spreading the cheese. Your bottom's going to be cleaner than mine. I know. When he does that thing where he goes, when he touches you with his stew, he's like, I want something. I know.
You can have a very big lunch in just a moment.
Do you want some shampoo in that tail?
Yeah, and we'll need it in a bucket.
In this bucket?
Yes, that would actually be perfect. Yeah. It's a workout as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokie. This one just had a bottom bath because he's had a bit of a poorly tummy. So we're letting him drip dry in the sun before taking him for some lunch. That is a very clean bottom. Thank you for sharing that with us. Oh, and he's now helping himself today. Sorry, giving you zero context there. It is a very blustery day in England today, and I'm at the stables with my boy who needed a bath after our hack, and he was such a good boy. So we're now going to do his lunch. All of the country pursuits when you return home after a trip, and what an absolutely perfect way to start the day. It's so like weird and warm and cold today. Look at this. Oh, so cute. What are you doing staring at me? I've not got nothing. I've not got nothing. Heyo. Heyo. So yeah, as I said, one of those days where the weather is all over the place, but we had such a good hack and he was so brave, and he went a little bit further this time on his own. And now we're in the feed storage, and that's Claudia. Can't bring her out with a bucket though. I'm like, what's his name?
Atlas Romeo?
No, Joe.
Rogan? Malone?
No, Joe.
I don't know.
Oh, the comedian that holds his pint of beer in front of people's faces when he gets a picture taken with them. I met him. Oh, you're going to be screaming his name. I met him. Joe Lycett.
Oh, Joe Lycett.
I love Joe Lycett. Doing that with a horse bucket. Okay, feed time. That was a hectic morning, but I was dead set on getting some good outdoors time, even though it's just the most bizarre weather time in England. It has been so beautiful whilst we were in Provence, and it's just a little bit more blustery now. So when I was riding with Atlas this morning, it was like a bit intense, but I'm in the process of building his confidence. I really want him to be confident, as a horse should be. And he has, rightfully so, been kept very, very comfortable, and in his older age, he's been able to just live a very, very comfortable life. I'm just focusing on just ensuring that he gets as much exercise as possible, even when there's no one else around. And so I just want to build up his confidence. I'm trying to build up my own as well. And so you'll know that I did a little ride at the end of our previous ride, last time I rode with Claudia, and I took him off on his own for 5 minutes. This time I did 10 minutes. Admittedly, by the end, he was pretty much sprinting back. But it is good for me because I have to build my confidence in him and learning to pacify him, calm him down, that kind of thing. But also, it's good for him as well. He needs to know that the world isn't going to end if he's on his own with me, and I want him to know that he's safe. So yes, we are back from Provence at the moment. However, tomorrow I am flying yet again. I have a job in Budapest, and I'm going to be there for, I think, about 4 days. It's going to be a very different trip to the last one that we were on, and I am so looking forward to it. There's going to be sightseeing in Budapest. There is going to be exclusive events. There's going to be a lot going on, and I'm very, very excited about it. However, when you're watching this, I will already be back. I've managed to hopefully curate my life nowadays where it's not possible to pinpoint where I am and when. That is just because of safety. Other than anything else, there's nothing sinister or anything like that, and it's unfortunate really, because I would absolutely love to just film in real time, but I can't do that. So yes, you will be seeing us on our trip. But that is what I'm preparing for. I'm actually already packed at the moment, so I'm doing all of the things that I need to tick off my list in order to get ready for that. Whilst I was away, I read a book. I feel like there hasn't been a book club in a while, and I'm really sorry. Sometimes there are events in life, and they sort of knock you for six, and what I have gotten very good at, I literally used to just fall to mush when things like this happened. But now I've learned that I have a responsibility to keep myself on an equilibrium, and in the best possible way that I can, get back up. And sometimes that means sacrificing some things. So I've sacrificed Pilates. I haven't had the ability to get there, to be up that early, and also to do all of my work and other things around it, as well as Atlas, as well as the dogs, as well as going to the gym, that kind of thing. But Pilates means I have to get up a whole hour earlier, and that sleep is really important to me. And also I sacrificed reading, just because reading for me is a very vulnerable state to put myself into. I'm very quiet. I'm very, like, I've not got my wits about me, and it's a real switch off relaxation mode for me, and doing so takes a lot, and I just haven't been able to do that. However, I am pleased to admit that before I'd left the UK and I was on my way to Provence, I had already nearly got halfway through a 500-page book. The book that I was reading, I'm going to grab my Kindle, The Light Behind the Window by Lucinda Riley. It was really lovely. I found myself being recommended a lot of wartime books, which is not my preference. The first one that I read, which was, I think, the Winter Garden, was heavy, but I learnt a lot about the war. And again, in this book, I learnt a lot about some of the situations that, you know, the horror, and it's a lot of education. This one wasn't quite so, I mean, it was heavy, but there was a lot of upliftingness to it as well. I would recommend. I found it very, very easy to read. Sometimes I find books incredibly difficult to get my head into. However, I think I'm going to enjoy the one that I'm reading at the moment even more, and this is called The House at River's Edge, and it's by Rachel Burton. But I'm 12% through the book. That's what I really like about Kindle, is that it lets you know like how far you are through the book. So really looking promising, and I would definitely say that if you want an easy read and a book that has some education, I think after the book that I'm on at the moment, I'm going to go back to Fiona Valpy, because I really enjoyed learning more about wine and things like that through her books. But it feels good to be back into reading, so I thought I would share those with you, and I'll link the 2 books down below as well, because that is just very, very exciting. Also, my videos might be a little bit skew-whiff at the moment, with also thinking about traveling as well, having to have every outfit planned, every possible weather planned for. It's not the hardest thing in the world, but it takes a lot of my brain capacity, because I am not your academic person. I am very much your person that managed to find themselves in a job that they very much enjoy and are not bad at. But an academic, she is not. So you might be sat there thinking it's not hard to plan outfits and plan them around the weather, and I am here to tell you that if you have a brain like mine, it takes a lot of brain power, I have to say. And that is why there are people that are smart and there are people that are not so smart, but they still do well in life, and so do the smart people. I don't know how it works. I really don't. I'm also trying to show you the reality of my house when I am not at home a lot, because as you can see, there are a number of plants that have not made it, that need to be restocked. So the chimney breast over the stove is looking a little bit bare. Dead plant that needs to be done away with. There is no flowers on my island. There is no flowers on the dining table. There is no flowers in the hallway. Everything's been cleared, ready to replant when I am back from my travels, because I am very much looking forward to pottering at home, but there is no point in me doing this in the small window between when I am traveling. Oh, we're very close. I have some bits to unbox with you ahead of my trip to Budapest, and one of them hasn't arrived yet. I'm waiting for a pair of shorts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slot in right here when they've arrived, so that you get everything together. It's going to be so much easier. And then what I'm going to do is get into these boxes. So I'm going to cut to that now, and I'm going to style all of the pieces up with you. Okay, we have Lydia from the future. I've just got back from having a hydrofacial. I have also just trimmed my eyebrows to within an inch of their life. So if I look extra glowy, it's the hydrofacial. If you see lots of black hairs all over my face, let's not talk about it. But the shorts have arrived, and I am gonna have to come clean on this one, because I am so sad that I couldn't take these shorts to Provence with me, because they are the most flattering and like elegant shorts, but also fun. Okay, I'm sorry, look at those scallops. Look at the shape, look at the scallops, look at the waist. Oh my goodness, they are so beautiful. And they are from a brand that I absolutely love. Sinead Carey. Let me tell you about this brand, because they're going to be huge, and they are already huge, okay? Everybody in Ireland knows about them, and I know that everyone over here is like falling head over heels in love with them. Every single person that works at this brand is the loveliest human being you have ever met. The owner, Sinead herself, is just like the loveliest. Like, this is one of those brands that you want to do well, because they just treat everyone so beautifully, and that for me is like you really understand the heart of human beings when you see how they treat the people around you as well, but also around other people. Like, let me just put this into context, and I don't want to yabber on too much about how much I love this brand because I could do it for hours on end. But in this industry, there is lots of times where you are around people that have quite a lot of power in the space, whether they've got millions and millions of followers, or whether they are famous or whatever. And then they have people around them. And I think that you only really know about a person when you see how they treat the people that maybe they don't realise are actually really important. I really hope I'm making sense here. But like, I don't want to know how they treat the people that are important. I want to know how people treat people that maybe aren't so considered so important. And these girls have treated every single person in my team and every single person that they've come into contact with the most love, and they are so friendly. And I will never forget, I said this at the beginning, when Sinead turned around to me and she was like, we're a very smiley brand, and the brand is like a you can sit with us brand. That's the type of fashion content I am interested in. I am not interested in the hierarchy of what have you. I'm interested in nice, good people. And Sinead Kiri is that brand. Sorry, I have to gush. I have to get that off my chest before we move any further. I'll link the shorts down below, okay? Because I know you're probably not interested in what I think about the brand, but in my humble opinion, when you are supporting a brand like Sinead Kiri, you are supporting the wonderful humans in the world, like the lovely women, the women that are kind and supportive and wonderful. So please, now we've got that out of the way, let's look at the shorts. So I wanted to take these to Provence. However, I had a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction and I didn't realise that there was a zip at the back, because these are beautiful from the front, like beautiful and seamless. You can add a belt if you want to, but I also think that even though there's loops, you don't necessarily need them. And I didn't realise that there was a zip, because there's also elastic that makes them super flattering and super cinched in. And I tried to get them over my bottom without taking the zip off. And I haven't told the girls at Sinead Kiri that yet. And I actually didn't tell Carrie either, so we're all coming a bit clean in this video. But yes, my bottom burst the zip. Yes, I couldn't take these with me to Provence, and I just feel like these are such an elevated and easy to wear outfit that you can pop with so many different items in your wardrobe. This with a cute white tee, with a vest top. I popped it with a little silky like sleeveless top that I actually think matches quite well. And I've also gone for some ivory shoes, because you know I love a little monochromatic number, and I think that these shoes just, you know, they're cute and they feel really like pretty, but at the same time, kitten heel, so you don't have to be uncomfortable, okay? I could just wear this all day. These are so comfortable, like so comfortable. And as I said, I'm quite picky when it comes to shorts. They have to flatter your legs. And there are so many unflattering shorts in the world, but these are not them. The scallop detail almost like softens what I find to be the most problematic parts of my legs, and just gives you, like, it draws your eye elsewhere. Then the perfectly tapered waist is exquisite. Now these are linen, so they're a little bit more like relaxed as well, but you can totally dress these up. You can obviously pop a jumper with them as well, something like a cable knit Aran jumper if you're like, I don't know, having a boat day or something like that, if you're very bougie. But anyway, I love these, and true to Sinead Kiri style, they come in another classic colour, because Sinead basically focuses on doing things, doing the classics and doing them well, so that these items just live in your wardrobe. You can change them up, you can wear them differently, you can make them transition into different areas of your wardrobe, because they are so classic and they fit so well. So she sticks to really beautiful colours. So we've got the ivory linen, which ivory linen is just, it hits a little bit differently to white, in my humble opinion. For someone like me, an ivory linen is soft, it's delicate, but also elegant. We've come up with a different word, and I love it with like a little, oh, she's cute. She's cute. Okay, let's do the black, but I'll link these down below. I feel like I don't really need to say much about them, because you can see how nicely they fit and so comfortably, and this is done so well at the back. it just nips it in. So for someone like me who doesn't have a tush, we've got a little bit of something going on back there. Obviously you can wear these dressed down as well. I love them. Let me just get the gangly leg off. I love them worn a bit more casual as well. And that is just down to your accessories, my dear Watson. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood today, okay? Sandals. So I go for a more nude sandal and a little sun hat, and there you have something a little bit more like daytime appropriate. You can obviously add a belt if you want to. You can also add a silk scarf, okay? Let's just go all out here, okay? So if we're going for a little bit more of a nautical number, I love a silk scarf as a belt. Now I'm not doing this properly, and I should. Let's do it properly. But if you were thinking about wearing this as like a real sort of coastal vibe outfit, then adding a little bit of blue to the ivory is just, oh, this is not going well. It's always such a win. Hold on, let me just do this. So you can feed these through the belt loops like so. So cute. You can go for a blue hat if you want. I don't know what it is about Sinead Carey that makes me want to wear blue all the time, but it literally just makes me want to, no, sorry, it makes me want to wear hats all the time, but maybe not that hat. Anyway, if I'm having another boat day this summer, you know that this outfit is going to be worn straight away. And I love going for a little bit more of like a skin coloured sandal so that it really elongates the legs. Anyway, I've got another pair of these shorts to show you. So whilst I've spent 9 minutes talking about how much I love Sinead Carey and how much I love these shorts, let's try them on in black. I promise I'll be quick. Also, before you get shopping and happy shopping and filling your baskets up, I have a discount code for Sinead Carey. So if you're wanting to pick anything up that I am about to show you, then you can use Lydia20 and it will get you 20% off. So you can explore their summer collection, their icons, anything that's online at the moment, and you can shop with my discount code, which is Lydia20. So pop that in at checkout. But if there's anything that has been like tickling your fancy, or you've seen anything styled up previously and you think, now's my chance to get a little bit of extra money off, my discount code is Lydia20. I'll pop it down below with all of the information and all of the links of everything I'm about to show you. Of course, we have the shorts in the classic black, and I've paired it with the Victoria top. I don't know if you remember the Victoria dress and top from last year. This is my one from last year, and it is one of my hero pieces, I would say, from Sinead Carey, because it's a basic, but with like an added touch of elegance with the bow at the back. This is obviously a really, really beautiful linen, and it's so gorgeous paired with just classic black summer outfits. And that is basically what I've gone for here, because black is not for autumn, winter. I'm sorry, black looks so chic in summer, and especially with like a wicker basket bag like this. Now, oh, I'm not drunk, I swear. This is last year's Victoria top, and they have actually had a fabric like upgrade of it basically, because they introduced technology that means that it doesn't crease so much, which for me, you know, I'm not someone that hugely worries about that. I really love the relaxed nature of linen, but I know that that's not the norm, and lots of people are quite bothered when their linen creases, and so that is just an added bonus in my opinion. So if you're seeing any creases, won't happen for you because you'll have the new one. But I didn't think I needed to show you the new one. This one's perfectly fine in my wardrobe and I wear it so much. But now it comes with these shorts. So it doesn't come with them, but you can pair them together and it creates a little sort of romper vibe. Black is just so flattering in my opinion, and this cut as well of the Victoria top is so beautiful. Like, it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I paired it with some classic black sliders, some sunnies, and obviously just like the ivory ones, you can dress them up or dress them down like this with some black heels. Oh, legs for days. You can add a belt, you can do pretty much whatever you want. You can also pair this with the iconic Sinead Carey Becky cami. If you don't remember the Becky cami, I have actually got one to show you, but it's their new blue version. Basically, Sinead designed the most delicate and elegant and beautiful cami that you can also wear actual bras with, which I love the way she thinks of things in that way. Like, let's not just make it beautiful, let's make it functional, let's make it wearable, let's make people feel comfortable when they're wearing something like that. So you can obviously buy the black Becky camis and pair it as well. It gives it a bit more of an elevated feel. But as far as I'm concerned, this is my outfit of summer dreams. I love it so much. I'll link it down below. Obviously, it would be wrong of me to not show you the Victoria dress. This is the white version. It also comes in black, but the Victoria top also comes, I don't actually know if the top is called the Victoria top. I just know that this is the Victoria dress and I call that the Victoria top. If I've got that wrong, I apologise. But the black also comes in the white, so you can pair it with the shorts, vice versa. However, this is the dress version that also comes in black. I think they've also done it in other colours as well. I think there might be a blue version, I'm not too sure. But this is one of those dresses that it just never goes out of style. It's linen, which is just one of the most beautiful fabrics to wear at this time of year. It's got that classic cut as well, but it also has a little bit of something that gives it some elevation. I love the bow on the back of this. It's just a little hint of femininity at the back that I just never get tired of. At the moment, the only way I want to style it is with these shoes and with this bag, in all honesty. This is just the look for me. It's so simple, so easy to wear, and just looks wonderful. But you can also pop it with plimsolls. I've got some really lovely white plimsolls. I've only got one of the laces done on one of them, but these are so cute. I wanted completely unbranded canvas plimsolls. I actually ended up getting these from Amazon. They're like 20 quid. And they are exactly what I wanted for that classic. Try not to flash my lady bits. But like, if you're going to sort of, I don't know, like a village fete or a little festival, and you want to wear something cute, but you want to wear it with canvas plimsolls or something like that, this to me is the perfect outfit. Rather than going for the heels, you can go for cute plimsolls like this, little crossbody bag, sunnies, and you're ready. And this is where I don't like have to compromise on my style. If I'm going to like a fete or a gig or a festival, I still want to feel like me. I don't want to dress according to the venue. And that is something I've had to really, that's a bit of self-discovery that I'm going on at the moment, because I just like to feel like me, but, you know, comfortable. And so look at that, they just look so, with the little bow, oh, so cute. Okay, so I'll link this down below, but this obviously has the fabric update as well. I have the one from last year, and it's still as perfect and beautiful as last year. I just don't need to upgrade it because I'm totally happy with this. And then we have the newest edition. This is the Mary Kate dress, and this is exquisite. What Sinead has done with this is amazing. So first and foremost, it comes in this beautiful ivory linen, which is the upgraded fabric of the Victoria dress, and this has so much intrigue and attention to detail in it that I just love. But it also comes in this beautiful like sky blue, which I'm going to show you next. However, this dress has the same technology as the Becky cami. So on the inside of these straps, it has little like silky ribbons to hold your bra straps in place. So you're always going to have that seamless, no bra strapped look to this dress, which I love. I think these bows really give it that sort of elevated look. So if you're having like a party or something like that, or maybe you're having a bridal shower, maybe you're having a destination wedding and you want something for like the night before, whatever it is, I think with these bows, it really adds that element of like elevation. However, of course, knowing what Sinead is like, she's thought of everything. These are removable, these bows. So if the bows aren't for you, or there's something that maybe you want for a special occasion and then you want a classic white dress, you just pop them off like so. And obviously you can attach these bows onto other things like belts. You could attach them onto your hair. Like, there is so many different things. You could even obviously add a little bit of something and put it at the back. Who knows, however you want to do it. But what you're left with is a bit more of like a classic white linen dress. So this would be really good for popping like shirts over the top of, or cardigans, that kind of thing. So that you then have, I love it so much, you then have this really timeless, square neck, beautiful, fully lined linen dress. And that is why Sinead Curie is bloomin' amazing, because she thinks of the things that I wish I'd thought of myself. But this with a cute little cardigan over the top, like a little stripy cardigan or something like that, so gorgeous. So I popped it with some ivory shoes as well. But like I said, the versatility and the consideration is so good, because look, you can see the detail on the straps there where you can just pop your bra straps in there, even if you've got one of those really big comfy bras, you can hide it. And I love a comfy bra. I don't know about you, but I do. Anyway, let's try it on in the blue. And we have this gorgeous, almost like baby blue. Now, please ignore the fact, if you can see that I've got my lip gloss on here. Just ignore it, okay? That was my fault, ignore it. But this reminds me of the dress I wore to Ascot last year with the bows and the colour. It's like a mini version. Also, how cute would this be as like a destination wedding type bridesmaid dress as well in this colour? So pretty, so pretty. I love this with these ivory accessories as well. It feels really cute, but still super summery. This one has all of the same technology as the ivory one that I just showed you. The bows come off, there's hidden bra strap covers, you've got everything here. So it is just perfection, and I feel comfortable, and I think that's the main thing for me, is that like when I wear these things, I want to be able to breathe. There's nice shearing at the back so that it's comfortable, and the fabric is beautiful. So I will link this one down below as well. But imagine this with a little ivory jumper knotted over the top. So cute. I had to quickly show you the Becky cami because it's so iconic and this colour is so beautiful. Obviously, I've just mentioned on the Mary Kate dress that it has the same technology, but this is so special because I feel like I always need to show you how this works, because they have these like delicate straps, like this eyelash lace, but as you can see, there's just a touch of ribbon that runs up, and on the inside there are these little loops that you unpop. You pop your bra straps underneath, and there's one on the back as well, I believe, so it just keeps them hidden underneath the beauty of the lace. Everything is cut so it's like demure and sexy without being like too much, in my opinion. Everyone's version of too much is different, but for me this is like the level of spicy. Someone said you need to be more spicy in your outfits. This is my kind of spice, okay? I like this kind of spice. And with the shorts as well, it just adds a little bit of colour. This feels very like spring summer, and I've gone for the kitten heels again as well. But the Becky cami is just iconic. I feel like I don't really need to tell you about it because I've told you about it so many times. But in this colour, this blue colour, so gorgeous. But I'll link all the other colourways as well in the description box down below. I hope you liked this little haul. For me, it's always a joy to be able to talk about Sinead Curie as well and share her beautiful pieces, because she works so hard. The pieces are so beautiful, and I just love to see someone doing something a bit different and bringing something so beautiful and well thought out to the fashion space. I just love what she does. And so I'll link everything down below. Let me know what your favourite one was. And now I'm going to get back into the rest of the video because I've got my shorts and I'm a happy bunny. And I thought, what better thing to do than to carry on having tried on all of those gorgeous Sinead Curie pieces than unbox another Irish brand that I love so much. But I feel like we need to have a bit of a chat and a bit of a come clean, because there has been something I have wanted to talk to you about for many years, and I have not, no, in fact, no, that's a complete and utter lie. There has been something that some of you have wanted me to talk about for 2 years, and I haven't done so. And there are many reasons that have come from this over the years. And so I thought, actually now, as I will start a new chapter, or do I close a chapter in my life? I definitely feel like we're going through yet another period of transition, and there are going to be so many different transitions in my life, and I'm going to grow as a person, and I really look forward to who I'm going to become. At the moment, we are shedding the layers of the luxury world and brands, but brands that signify certain things about status or what have you. And I have definitely noticed over the years that there has been, and I have very much found myself very caught up in this, an emphasis on diamond rings, engagement rings, size, carats, clarity, bouginess, all of that kind of stuff, a real focus on it. And I definitely, you know, I'm not abstaining myself of any of the responsibility here. I had a very, very beautiful engagement ring, which I'm actually having made into something else. And then I had another engagement ring. This one is from Cheapy, and this is a lab grown diamond. And then you would have noticed that 2 years ago, my ring changed, and it changed to this one that is on my finger. And I've had a lot of questions about this ring over the years. A lot of people have said, are you going to speak about your engagement ring? There's been people going, oh my gosh, it looks so cloudy. I have literally just cleaned it, because what happens is I put moisturizer on my hands and it builds up at the back here and it makes it look so cloudy. So what I do now when I clean my nails, I also clean my engagement ring, and it just gives it that that sparkle. However, that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about this ring, because this is a ring that I settled on 2 years ago, and I never spoke about it because I was still undecided. And the reason why I was undecided is because this ring is fake. This ring is not a diamond at all, in the slightest. It cost me £85 from a brand called Objects. I don't know if I'll ever be able to zoom in or show you, but on the inside there it says Objects. This is sterling silver, so it's really lasted so well, considering I have worn this for 2 years. But yes, my engagement ring is fake. This isn't even a lab grown diamond, and the reason I purchased it initially was because I said to myself, I was like, do you know what, Lydia, I want this to be your last engagement ring. Like, this is the Hermes game, but for engagement rings. This constant need for like a new one, something shinier, bigger, whatever. This is the last one. And so I really wanted to be sure. So what I decided was that I wasn't going to buy a ring outright. I was going to try a size, and I wanted to feel comfortable with it, and I wanted to feel comfortable with the size. I'll also pop on screen my order details. I ordered it in 2 sizes, and so I've got a brand new one in there that's too small. But anyway, I'll pop my order on here, and I'll pop the date as well, because the date will correlate. And the thing was that I thought it would be a sort of few months, and then I would settle on the ring that I wanted. However, what I quickly realized was that nobody realized that my ring was fake. Not one single person. Whether they did or not, maybe some people did and thought it doesn't really matter or what have you, but no one has ever gone, oh my gosh, is that fake? In fact, most people grab my hand and go, oh my gosh, and I go, oh yes, yeah, and then sort of feel really bad because it's actually fake. So that was a really interesting journey for me, because I was like, hold on a minute, I've just looked at purchasing an engagement ring for 6 figures, and yet nobody knows that my £85 ring is fake. Hold on a minute. I think there's something here to really dig a little deeper, Lydia. So let's take your time on this. And so here I am, 2 years later, with my fake ring still on my finger. And I'm really happy that I did that, because it's given me time to go through some different stages of life and experience some different things and grow as a person, and realize that there's almost something a little bit interesting about everything, isn't there? And it got me thinking about my Cheapy ring, and how beautiful this ring is, and how beautiful this brand is, and how much I love their pieces, and how much I thought to myself, I still love the beauty of diamonds. Don't get me wrong, I love the sparkle, I love the preciousness and the beauty of them, and the way that they just bring an outfit and a look to life, especially at Christmas time. There is nothing like a little frosting, in my opinion. But it's not when you're sort of chasing this unattainable goal of more, and the shiniest and the sparkliest and the most carats and the this and the that. And I thought I would really like my next and my last engagement ring to be a lab grown diamond, because I felt like that really made a lot of sense to me as a person. It's the beauty of the diamond, it's supporting a brand that I think is one of the most exquisite jewellery brands I have ever come across. I love Cheapy as a person, and I love the sentiment behind the brand, and I love what she does. I think she's a jewellery artist, in my opinion. But there comes a point in the diamond world where you are in the same realm as the Hermes situation, and there have been times where I have worn jewelry where I've needed like security escorts, and people have had to bring them to my house in under lock and key and police escort and things like that. And I just think, what a silly thing to do, to endanger your life for something that really, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and there are so many wonderful, much more sustainable and ethical options out there that still mean that you get to appreciate the beauty of a diamond without the unnecessary things that can often come with these displays of wealth. And that sealed the deal for me. So after 2 years of wearing my fake engagement ring, and I'll link the website because I think it's a really great thing to do to make sure that you're really happy with the size of a diamond, the style and things like that. I definitely think that this is the most like elegant cut for my fingers, and I've really enjoyed having it as a ring. I am now opening with you my final and my last engagement ring, which is a lab-grown diamond from TOWCESTER, and TOWCESTER helped with the selection process. We discussed it the last time I was in Ireland, and I have actually changed things a little bit. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to have my actual wedding ring reset into gold, because I have gone for something different. I love the way these look on my hands, and the gold for me suits my skin tone so much better. It feels a little bit more classically me. Can I also just show you how beautiful these boxes are from TOWCESTER? Like, just look, it has this entire mechanism built in so that when the box is opened, like so, it comes out. The attention to detail that they go to at that brand is just second to none. And then once you get it out of the cardboard box, inside you have your beautiful lab-grown diamond. And oh my gosh, the sparkles on this are exquisite. I went for a super classic band this time as well, because like I said, I wanted this to be the very, very last on this journey, and something that will stand the test of time in my wardrobe. And also, oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. Look at that. And I love how it's got this beautiful halo of lab-grown diamonds around the outside as well. You can just see the little halo on the outside. The tone of gold that they use is perfection, and this to me is another end of another era in my life where I really, really got swept up again in that world. And I'm so happy to put that to bed now with the design and the style that I think suits me perfectly, and also the actual type of diamond that I think suits what I stand for as someone who appreciates the beauty of them, but doesn't necessarily need the inflatedness of the diamond world, which I think that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's that need to be higher, and I just don't want to keep chasing that world anymore. And so there we go. Coming clean, telling you the truth about my engagement ring, which is wild, in all honesty. It has been one of those things, and I think having this is what taught me so many of the lessons, because it made me think about how many people are literally pushing themselves to the limit to afford the best diamond that they possibly can, when in reality you are able to have a plethora of beautiful stones, whether that's a sapphire or an emerald or a lab-grown diamond or whatever it is that suits your budget. That is what you should be doing. And again, the ring doesn't signify the love or the union. It doesn't mean anything. It's just an accessory for your outfit. What makes the love and the union is the relationship you have with the person. And so the ring, in all honesty, doesn't matter. It's the cherry on the top of a very, very multi-layered cake, and it should be the last thing that you truly worry about. Getting the relationship right should be the focus of everything. And so yeah, it's been a journey, and I'm so happy that I have this platform where I can just talk to you about these things, because if I didn't have YouTube, I would never chat to you guys, and because I find it so difficult on other platforms, is just being able to like be really candid and chat through these changes as they happen in my life, and share my workings out and share what I'm thinking and blah 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 blah. It's just so lovely to be able to do it with you. So I'm forever grateful to Chupi for bringing my dreams to life with this ring, but also allowing me to share my journey with jewelry and learning about myself, and helping me bring a ring to life that suits this next phase of my journey. It's beautiful. I'm so happy. So in the next box, I have been sent some shoes which I may need to take with me on my trip. This is my seasonal delivery from Emmy London, and she is kitting me out with the latest. And I actually said in one of my videos, I really want this shoe in the Lulu flats, and of course, Emmy always delivers. Where are my skizzers? Oh my goodness me, oh my goodness me. Oh! Ooh. Darling Lydia, I hope that you love your new Lulus. Have a wonderful time away. Looking forward to hosting you in the new boutique soon. Lots of love and warmth, Emmy. Oh, love that she always puts a little note in there. Yes, so these are the Lulu flats in cashmere. Such a gorgeous colour, because they literally are the colour of my favourite cashmere sets. And now I have them. Oh, this shoe, look at that colour. It is the perfect, elegant, beigey taupe, and a little sparkle in the heel. They are exquisite, absolutely exquisite. You know these are gonna get worn so much with like really delicate linens. These are like up there with my brown ones, just beautiful. In fact, they go with this outfit so well. Oh, Emmy, you are an icon. I'm wearing them now. I'm wearing them now, you know? But there is another pair in there. Oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous. They are so perfect. I'll show you them on, I promise. Oh, so these are another, oh, I think I might even love these more. So these are their beige tweed. Oh, the little flecks of gold. Look at those. These are so classic. How pretty are they? And I love that the tweed goes onto the heel as well. There is nothing worse than spending all this time making this beautiful tweed and then not putting it on the heel. That is attention to detail at its finest. They are the most elegant flats. This is not an accident. This is all perfectly crafted to be super elegant, super flattering, and almost like create the most elegant shape to your feet. If you've got wide feet like me, these are going to be perfect for you. Absolutely perfect. So those are the things that I've had to unbox with you and obviously share and come clean with, but I'll link everything in the description box down below for you as well. I can't stop looking at it. It is so, so gorgeous. Wow. So, so beautiful. I'm in love. I'm in love. I wanted to show you my Lulu flats on, and I'm doing a terrible job of it. But I am just faffing around at home, and I'm still wearing them, so I thought if I could just get back far enough. This is them on. This is the cashmere colour, and this is going to look so beautiful worn with like cashmere trousers and a jumper and like a long line cardigan as well. These are the missing puzzle piece in my Lulu flat wardrobe, for sure. Now I am really struggling at the moment because this is a period I struggle at home because these empty surfaces. All I want to do is judge my house, and my bags are packed for my trip. I have my outfits laid out ready to go, and I only have one little bit that I need to tick off my to-do list, and all I want to do is judge my house. I want to put candles out. I want to refresh my fridge, herb garden. I want to put things away, I want to organise, I want to make things. I've even started making 2 loaves of sourdough, not for me, one for my assistant and one for Carrie's partner, just because I need to keep my starter alive and I'm going away again. So I'm just doing it. But there's no more homemaking at the moment and it's making things very, very difficult.